Check out these awesome T-Rex fossil sculptures. Link in the description. LIVYATAN Melville versus Carcharochlus Megalodon. Megalodon was the largest shark to ever swim in the oceans of the world, and had the strongest bite force of any known animal ever. LIVYATAN Melville is a fairly recent discovery in the world of paleontology, first described back in 2008. The researchers who discovered LIVYATAN first named it Leviathan, but then realized that name had already been used to describe another animal, so they changed the name to the Hebrew spelling. LIVYATAN was a massive raptorial whale with the largest functional teeth ever known, some measuring over a foot long. They both lived approximately 5 to 10 million years ago, during the early Miocene to the end of the Pliocene. So these two creatures probably met and fought for real. For some stats, sea megalodon, length 18 meters, weight 50 to 60 tons, swim speed 56 kilometers per hour, bite force 18 tons, diet dolphins, whales, turtles, whatever. Now onto the weapons of Megalodon. In the massive 3-meter jaw of Megalodon were 5 rows of around 276 compressed blade-like teeth that were made for cutting and grasping powerful prey. It had the most powerful bite ever known. Some estimate it to be around 18 tons in the upper range, 3 times more powerful than a T-Rex. It's believed Megalodon may have subdued prey larger than itself by biting the fins off first, then coming in for the kill. Now on to LIVYATAN. Length 18 meters, weight 50 tons, swim speed 50 kilometers per hour, bite force 10 tons, diet baleen whales, sharks, seals, dolphins, again, whatever. Now onto the weapons of LIVYATAN. LIVYATAN had the biggest teeth of any animal to ever live, up to 36 centimeters long. Some animals, such as elephants, have longer tusks, but LIVYATAN's teeth were built for action. It also had a powerful bite, but nowhere near as powerful as Megalodon's, probably around 10 tons. Okay, now onto the advantages of Megalodon. The Megalodon had a much thicker and more robust body and huge jaws, built for devouring whales and other large marine mammals. Oh, and did I mention it had the strongest bite of any creature ever? Now onto the disadvantages of Megalodon. It's true that the Megalodon was a faster swimmer in straight bursts. However, it was most likely less agile than a whale. It was probably not as intelligent as LIVYATAN. It also had exposed parts on its body, like the gills and nose. Okay, now onto the advantages of LIVYATAN. Its teeth were almost twice the size of Megalodon's, and if it was anything like the whales of today, it was a more agile swimmer. It would have possessed much greater intelligence than Megalodon. If LIVYATAN were to zero in on a moderately sized Megalodon and decided it wanted lunch, it seems there would be little the shark could do to save itself. Okay, now onto the disadvantages of LIVYATAN. We know Megalodon preyed on large whales, and LIVYATAN would have come to the surface for air. Close to the waves, even a massive adult whale would have been easy prey for the stealthy shark. LIVYATAN had a less effective bite, even though its teeth were larger. Okay, let's fight. The two beasts circle each other, using their primeval brains to figure out how to go in for the kill. LIVYATAN looks at the large bulk of the Megalodon and thinks it can outmaneuver it and attack its fins, unsure whether or not it can get a solid bite on the bulkier areas of the shark. The Megalodon decides to chomp down on the midsection of LIVYATAN to immobilize it, but really, any area of the body will do. They circle closer. LIVYATAN slinks through the water in alternating slow and then faster nervous bursts of speed when the Megalodon swims a bit closer. The Megalodon just swims in a steady, watchful way with its piercing black eyes. LIVYATAN cautiously and quickly makes one last trip to the surface for air, and quickly dives, trying to maneuver underneath the Megalodon. Suddenly, the Megalodon twists with a burst of speed and rushes LIVYATAN, not allowing it to get an upper hand by positioning itself to strike from below. The two beasts come clashing together. The LIVYATAN attempts to maneuver out of the way and fails to get a bite on the tail of the Megalodon. The Megalodon turns its body to place LIVYATAN squarely in front of its jaws and chomps down on the quivering flesh of LIVYATAN's tail as it tries to move away. Megalodon bites again and again, killing LIVYATAN. Verdict: I reckon Megalodon would win 70% of the time. While we can assume that full-on fighting wasn't in the best interest of either creature, and probably occurred very rarely, the nod seems to go to Megalodon in this case. With a larger, thicker body and much more powerful bite force, not to mention wider, more massive jaws, the Megalodon was likely the apex predator even among apex predators. But don't count Livyatan out. This is a relatively new species, and as research continues, surprises may be revealed. Either way, thanks to these two monsters, the prehistoric ocean was a very dangerous place.